Now to the segment you've all been waiting for. But on November 15th at AT&T Stadium, Mike Tyson will enter the ring to battle Jake Paul.
Tyson, the former heavyweight champ, now 58 years of age, obviously coming out of retirement for this bout against the 27-year-old Paul, a YouTuber turned fighter. I talked via Zoom today with the one and only Mike Tyson, and it was an experience. Give us an update on training. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm ready today, right this second.
What, you get tired of being asked about age. As a guy who's a little bit older than you are, I'll ask how at 58 training is different than maybe it was when you were 22.
Not much different. I just need more massages than normal, but other than that, no.
What kind of mindset do you take into this fight?
Bad intentions.
When you look at Jake Paul, and I don't know as much about Jake Paul as I know about you. Everybody's very familiar with the Mike Tyson story. Do you think he's a legitimate boxer?
Well, he can fight, yeah. For boxers his level, yes.
Meaning what? Not your level?
I do not believe so. No, not at all.
How long do you think this thing will last?
Not long. As soon as I catch him, because he's going to run like a thief. I don't see how he's going to make an exciting fight by running all day. You know, he's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to walk right through me. I'm an old man. He's going to run all night.
So he can't stand toe-to-toe and punch with you?
Well, I think he should try it. He's a younger man. He should be able to handle punches from an old, withering man like me.
You sound like you're insulted by the suggestion that you're too old for this. Is that a fair statement?
Hey, listen, you can't compare me with other people my age because other people at my age haven't been training as long as me, consistent as me, and I'm just a different species of human being.
How so?
I think because I'm very active in what I do. I don't sit around doing nothing. I'm just very active. I'm very serious in what I do, and I'm just so interested. I can't wait for this evening to happen. It's going to be a wonderful evening. The city of Dallas is going to be entertained. I don't think he's taking this serious.
I'm sorry?
I don't believe Jake is taking this serious.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, I just don't think so. I think he believes he's the young guy. I'm the quasi-retirement child or whatever they may think I am, and he thinks this is going to be an easy touch.
What led you to take this challenge on? Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it, and it's easy.
Well, I'm watching you train. It doesn't look easy. It looks like you're putting yourself through hell.
Training's hell, but the fights are always easier than training.
You were at the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium, not long ago. We saw you there, mingling with Jerry Jones. Had you met Jerry before?
Yes, I have.
What are your thoughts on him and what he's putting together out there with the Cowboys?
Hey, everyone should be jealous of him.
Why do you say that?
Because what he's doing has never been done before. None of the owners of a football game never had nothing to this magnitude at their stadium. That's including their football games as well.
You fought in some, just about every type of venue imaginable. What do you anticipate the environment being like that night at AT&T Stadium?
Hey, I think of it as being glorious. An immortal moment.
All right, before we let you go, are you going to give us a round on this deal? Have you made that official prediction yet or no?
Yeah, I'm not no round guy, but I'm just I'm going in there with bad intentions. My intention is to hurt this young man.
One more time before we let you go, if you're going to invite the people of Dallas to come out and watch that night, what sort of sales pitch would you give them?
What pitch? That they won't believe the spectacle that's going to happen. It'll be something they never experienced before, as far as pain's considered.
As far as pain's concerned, and I'm assuming that you will not be the one feeling the pain.
I don't think so either.
I was feeling a little pain at times.
From one iconic Mike to the other.
Oh.
There were some gems.
And I kind of knew what to expect. I heard him do a lot of interviews, obviously, but still, it's just human nature to sort of wait for a little more of an expansive answer from time to time.
I'll give it to him. He seems locked in to me.
Yeah.
He seems he's a man on a mission.
He does. Wants to inflict some pain.
Everyone should be jealous of Jerry. That's what he said.
Right. That's the moral of the story. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul coming up November 15th at Jerry World.